Good morning, afternoon, and good night. This is your One Pokestop. Thanks for spinning by. We are getting so close to the release date of Celebration's 25th anniversary for Pokemon. Now, I don't know if anybody has been around for any of the previous ones. I think they had a 15th. As far as I remember, it was a Pikachu. Literally, the box release for it was just a full art Pikachu on the front. He looked cool. Came with some sleeves and stuff like that. Nothing special. 20th. Now, that's more similar to probably what we have these days. I've seen the ETBs. They go for a lot these days. I think anywhere from $500 to $600. I'll have a little pop up here, some eBay listings. There's probably even more expensive than that. But what we're going to be talking about today is our upcoming release of Pokemon's 25th anniversary celebrations. You may have seen it here. You may have seen it there. Personally, I've seen it in a lot of places. I am involved in the Pokemon world, on internet, at my job, socially. So I have seen it all over the place. And I've got to say, guys, I am extremely excited. Now, there are some things I want to tackle in this video. I won't take too much of your time. I just want to give you the general scheme or the entire scope of what is to come in the next couple of weeks. So the first thing I want you to know about is that the American release date for this is October 28th, and the Japanese release is October 22nd. Now, that means for the first time just about, we have an earlier release date than Japan. That almost never happens, first off. I think it may happen when it comes to celebrations or anniversaries, but every other one, usually our sets are built out of Japanese sets. Like Evolving Skies is built out of Towering Perfection, Blue Sky Stream, and Eevee Heroes. Now they had all of those sets way before we did and then mushed them together and gave us a complete set. We actually will have a completely different label or symbol on our cards than they will. I have to say, I really do like it. There's a lot more. I'm not a big fan of our stamp at all. If you have bought them Happy Meal at all from McDonald's, you will know what our stamp is. It is a Pikachu with a 25 right on it. I think it has to do with its cheeks, just like our ETBs. That's what we did in the 20th one as well. But Japan's is really cool. They have a very simple black and gold 25 right on the same spot as where we're gonna have ours. And it looks so much more clean. So I wanna talk about the product list and where to currently get them. So the list of products that we have releasing for 25th is the Dragapult Prime Collection, Lance's Charizard V Collection, Dark Sylveon V Collection, the Deluxe Pink Collection, which includes a promo Zacian Level X. Gotta love those Level X. We have the Elite Trainer Box, which everyone is probably very familiar with, which includes a promo Greninja Star, which is actually really cool because that card is designed from a era where Greninja wasn't even around. So he's being thrown into a generation, in a sense, that he didn't even exist in. So it's a really cool twist on the Greninja Star card. We also are gonna have mini tins, of course. We are going to have Pikachu V Union Collection, which includes 4 cards that make up a single Pikachu V Union card. This is what we're seeing with the Zacian, with Mewtwo, and the Greninja. That was the third one, where you have 4 cards to completely make one. We also have the Pikachu VMAX Premium Figure Collection, the Ultra Premium Collection, which was available at a GameStop on the same release date as Evolving Skies. If you were lucky enough to get it, congratulations. If you weren't, happens. You can pay basically 4 times the rate right now on TCG Player. I know, if you want to get that right now. I would suggest, if you want that, waiting a few months. This will all come down, and I'll go into that a little bit further. But the rest of the list, well, let me finish up on that. The Ultra Premium Collection includes a gold version Pikachu V, a gold version Pokeball, base set Charizard, and Pikachu metal cards. I'm guessing that is the American version of the gold Premium Collection set you can get from Japan. They have literally a set for this that's going to be completely gold. Gold sleeves, gold leather cases, gold cards, gold dice, everything. It's going to be epic. But that is only in Japan. If I were to get any Japanese one, it's probably going to be that. Also, there will be a collector's chest, which contains Mimikyu Delta Series, Light Toxtricity, and Hydrogen C. So there are quite a few products that are going to be releasing here in America. Definitely going to be some more in Japan that you won't be able to get your hands on unless you order straight from there. So some places I suggest, if you haven't gotten any pre-orders yet, because that was the only thing you could do up until now is pre-order, some places that I do suggest that you go to get your products, first off is StockX. StockX is a great place. I've gotten many products in there. It's super trustworthy in my opinion. You also will want to look at eBay. Now, if you're going to go through eBay, you want to make sure they have a lot of sales. In Pokemon specifically, sometimes businesses will have thousands of sales, but not very many in Pokemon. That's kind of iffy to me. I've had no problems with any of my purchases on eBay, but you do have to do your diligence and always pay with PayPal if you can, so that you can get your money back if you are frauded. I think that's a word. Maybe. You also want to check out TCG Player. I originally really liked TCG Player, but as of recently, I see that's where a lot of scalpers tend to come in. So a lot of people will buy up the products and then resell them for a lot on TCG Player because they know that's where they have a lot of TCG fans frequent. But it is a good place nonetheless. Definitely a good place to check out your card worth as well. I would suggest checking out your local GameStop. GameStop still exists. If anybody was involved in stocks, it got pretty close to not existing, but GameStop still is around, and there actually are a lot of GameStop exclusives, such as that Ultimate Box, if you were lucky enough to get it. That was a GameStop exclusive originally. You are going to want to call them. Some are going to be a little bit more open about telling you whether they have products or they're going to be receiving them or not. They just may not know if they're going to or not, but still, just the same as Evolving Skies, which they were not allowed to disclose if they were going to get or not, GameStop will probably do the same with 25th celebrations. That does not mean you're going to get your hand on an Ultimate Box or maybe even an ETB, but you might be able to get your hand on some packs, some mini tins, maybe the Charizard V Union with the Sylveon, the set, something like that. It's still something you really want to look out for, especially if you want to get something at market price. That is super important. It is probably the only place out of these lists that I'm giving you that you can probably still get something at market price and not overpay if you want to open right at the release date. If you want to get stuff later on and get it near market price, you're going to have to wait a few months. That's just the reality of it. These are not getting printed in limited supply. There have been a lot of Pokemon sets releases in the past where they printed limited supply, and so things stay expensive. But this has a very low, it's most likely not going to happen, in that things most likely will not stay super expensive. They will because the hype at the beginning, but because they're printing so many of these things, such as even the base set Charizard or the Venusaur or the Umbreon Gold Star, they're printing so many of them with that stamp on it that most likely they're going to be super expensive at the beginning, and then they'll simmer down after 4 months maybe, because there's going to be so many in circulation, and that's typically why things are expensive, is because of limited supply. There is not a limited print run on this right now. It is definitely a celebration, and they want everybody to enjoy it. So yeah, let's see. There's a couple more things I want to say about it. Something that's super cool about this set is that actually every single card is holographic, even in the standard play. So there's a difference between the sets. There's a standard play set, one that you can still use in battles today, and there is more of a chase card vintage collectible set. And in the standard play set, everything is holographic. Super cool. It's like Champion's Path, right? Well, Champion's Path had a holographic in it on every pack. This card, every single pack is holographic. Important to know though, you're only getting 5 cards in each of these celebration packs. Not very many, but if you're getting 5 holographics inside, it's not bad. Also, like I said, the set is a mix of standard cards and classic vintage set. So some cards now that I'm going to go into towards the end of this video is that some standard play examples would include the Full Art Pikachu, the Mew, Professor's Research, and my personal favorite, the Pikachu V Union. I'll include a whole bunch of photos here of them. If you want to see the full link or the full list of all of the standard playset cards, there will be a link in my description for these, as well as a link in my descriptions for, say, StockX, eBay, TCG Player, yada yada, GameStop.com. I'll include all of that in my description. And then the most important one that I think everyone's most excited about would be the chase cards. Some chase cards examples include the base set Charizard, which is going to be absolutely insane if you get that. is going to be such a sick pull. The Umbreon Gold Star, which if I've read correctly, you were only capable of getting these from booster packs that are currently selling around $500 right now, and they only come with 2 cards inside. They got them from an actual battle league that happened once upon a time, and Umbreon Gold Star was not a holographic, meaning you could not weigh them to see if you got it. So you had a 1 in 2 chance. Well, not even that. You had 2 cards in your pack. You know how like unlikely it is you're going to get that Umbreon Gold Star? Well, now you can, but with the giant fat Pikachu stamp on it or a 25th. Still kind of cool. The list goes on from likability to Dark Gyarados, Birthday Pikachu, Blastoise base set, Rocket Zapdos, Shining Magikarp, Shining Magikarp, Garchomp, C level X, Shiny Gold Mew, base set, Venusaur, and there are a couple more as well. Those are all going to be the chase cards for this. I personally love Venusaur. That's the one I want, and I figure it's probably not going to be that hard to pull since not a lot of people like Venusaur for whatever reason. But yeah, those are going to be the chase cards that you are going to be looking out for on this release. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I would really appreciate the like and subscribe for more info. I'm going to be releasing a video about Fusion Strike soon. I'm also going to be obviously dropping videos about me opening these sets and my awesome experiences if you want to wait until you see what the pulls are like. But yeah, check me out on TikTok, on Instagram. I'm all over the place, just at YourOnePokestop. But this is Your One Pokestop. I'm Ryan. Thank you so much for spinning by.